How did a small German engineering company become one of the biggest icons of luxury and speed? Porsche's history is full of innovations, challenges, and twists and turns that have shaped the automotive industry as we know it today. In this video, you will discover how this legendary brand was born, the secrets that took it to the top of the global market, and the bold plans that promise to revolutionize the future of luxury cars. Curious to know how Porsche conquered the world? Subscribe to the channel now and embark on this journey full of power and exclusivity. The Porsche story begins with the vision and talent of Ferdinand Porsche, one of the most brilliant automotive engineers of the 20th century. Ferdinand was born in 1875 in Maffersdorf, in the Bohemia region, which is now part of the Czech Republic. From a young age, he demonstrated an insatiable interest in technology and engineering. At just 18 years old, Ferdinand built his own electric generator, something rare for his time, showing his natural inclination for innovation. Ferdinand began his career at renowned companies such as Lohner Werke, where he participated in the development of one of the world's first electric cars, the Lohner Porsche. This model, presented in 1900, was a revolutionary vehicle equipped with electric motors in the wheels and a hybrid system that combined electricity and internal combustion, a concept that would only be widely used more than a century later. The Lohner Porsche experience helped solidify his reputation as an engineering visionary. However, it was only in 1931, at the age of 55, that Ferdinand decided to found his own company, initially called Dr. Ing H.C. F. Porsche GmbH, located in Stuttgart, Germany. The company's objective was to offer engineering consultancy and develop projects for other automakers, and not to produce its own vehicles. At first, Porsche had no ambitions to be a car manufacturer, but the constant search for innovation would soon change that destiny. One of Porsche's first significant works was the development of the Volkswagen Käfer, the famous Beetle, at the request of the German government. The project, financed by Adolf Hitler, aimed to create a people's car accessible to the masses with high efficiency and low cost. Ferdinand Porsche played a central role in the design and engineering of the Beetle, which would become one of the best-selling cars of all time. The success of this project reinforced Porsche's reputation as a company capable of turning visionary ideas into reality. Despite initial success, the Second World War period brought complex challenges. During the conflict, the company was involved in the development of military vehicles, such as the Tiger tank, which brought criticism after the end of the war. Ferdinand was briefly imprisoned by the Allies, but leadership of the company was retained by his son, Ferdinand Porsche, who would play a vital role in the transition to a new era. After the war, Germany was devastated and Porsche faced serious financial difficulties. It was at that moment that Ferdinand Porsche decided that the company should manufacture its own sports car. He believed there was a market for vehicles that combined performance, innovative design, and exclusivity. In 1948, this vision culminated in the launch of the Porsche 356, the first car to bear the brand name. Initially produced in Austria, the 356 stood out for its elegant design, lightweight, and exceptional performance, marking the beginning of Porsche as a prestigious car manufacturer. The name Porsche soon became synonymous with excellence, but it was Ferdinand's philosophy that remained at the heart of the company, striving for technical perfection and constantly challenging the limits of the possible. From a small engineering office in Stuttgart, Porsche has evolved into one of the most recognized and respected brands in the automotive world. From its beginnings, Porsche has stood out for its unwavering commitment to technical innovation, a central principle inherited from its founder, Ferdinand Porsche. The company has always sought to create vehicles that combine exceptional performance, efficiency, and cutting-edge engineering, even in the most challenging projects. This quest for technical perfection has not only shaped the brand's identity, but also positioned it as an undisputed leader in the luxury sports car segment. Ferdinand Porsche's engineering philosophy. Ferdinand Porsche believed that performance was not just a matter of power, but of balance between all of the vehicle's components. This philosophy has been translated into each of the company's projects, starting with the innovative Lohner Porsche hybrid system and progressing to the development of the Volkswagen Beetle. The balance between efficiency and performance has always been at the heart of Porsche's approach, profoundly influencing the way the brand's vehicles are designed. The emergence of unique solutions. Porsche's market debut with the 356 model in 1948 already demonstrated this distinctive technical approach. Using components from the Volkswagen Beetle, the 356 was designed to be light and aerodynamic, which compensated for its relatively small engine. The use of lightweight materials, such as aluminum in its bodywork, was unusual for the time, but helped maximize performance and efficiency. Furthermore, Porsche quickly adopted innovation as a competitive differentiator. The brand pioneered technologies that would later become industry standards, such as rear-mounted air-cooled engines that offered better weight distribution and traction, especially in sports vehicles. The rear engine and the revolution of the Porsche 911. A milestone in Porsche's history was the launch of the Porsche 911 in 1964. This model not only consolidated the company's success, but also introduced a technical configuration that would define the brand's identity for decades: the rear engine. Designed by Ferdinand Porsche and his team, the 911 was equipped with a six-cylinder opposed engine, Boxer, positioned at the rear of the vehicle, providing excellent traction and driving dynamics. The 911's design and performance were revolutionary, combining power with precise control, something rarely seen in sports cars of the time. Throughout its evolution, the 911 incorporated advancements such as electronic fuel injection, advanced suspension systems, and improved aerodynamics, solidifying its reputation as the gold standard of sports cars. Participation on the racetracks. Another crucial factor in Porsche's technical innovation was its participation in motor racing. From an early age, the company understood that motorsport was a perfect laboratory for testing and developing new technologies. Models like the Porsche 917, which won the legendary Le Mans race in 1970, introduced advancements like carbon fiber chassis and turbocharged engines, technologies that would later be incorporated into production cars. Porsche has accumulated more than 30 overall victories at Le Mans, the most of any manufacturer, reinforcing its technical leadership and ability to translate innovations from the track to the street. Continuous innovations. Over the decades, Porsche has continued to break technical barriers. It introduced all-wheel drive systems in its sports cars, like the 959, launched in 1986. Hybrid technologies, with the 918 Spider in 2015, and more recently, fully electric engines with the Porsche Taycan. Each advancement has not only reinforced the brand's commitment to cutting-edge engineering, but also maintained Porsche's relevance in an ever-changing market. Legacy and impact. Technical innovation has always been more than a goal for Porsche. It was the pillar that supported its reputation as a prestigious brand. From the lightness of early models to the technical sophistication of modern electric vehicles, Porsche has remained true to its essence, creating cars that not only impress on paper, but offer an unparalleled driving experience. The Porsche 911 is more than a car, is a true automotive legend and the beating heart of the Porsche brand. Since its launch in 1964, the 911 has symbolized the perfect union of timeless design, high-quality performance, and precision engineering. It not only shaped Porsche's identity, but also redefined the concept of a sports car, winning fans around the world and remaining relevant for more than 6 decades. The origins of the Porsche 911. The 911 was born from the need to create a successor to the successful Porsche 356, the brand's first car. Although the 356 was a commercial success, Porsche knew it needed something more advanced to continue growing in the luxury automotive market. In 1959, Ferry Porsche, son of Ferdinand Porsche, began the development of a new model, internally called Project 901. Designed by Ferdinand Porsche, grandson of the founder, the car featured clean, elegant lines that not only reflected the aerodynamics necessary for high performance, but also captured an aesthetic simplicity that would become iconic. Originally named Porsche 901, the name was changed to 911 due to a rights conflict with Peugeot, which already used numbers with central zeros for its models. Design and technical configuration. What made the 911 so special from the start was its unique configuration. Powered by a rear-mounted air-cooled 6-cylinder boxer engine, the 911 offered a driving experience unlike any other sports car of the time. This configuration provided excellent traction and allowed fast cornering, although it required skill from the driver due to the tendency to oversteer. Furthermore, the 911 was designed to be both a high-performance sports car and a practical everyday vehicle, something rare in the automotive industry. Its interior had space for 4 occupants, albeit limited, and offered a high-quality finish, reflecting Porsche's commitment to creating a complete experience. Evolution over the decades. Since its debut, the Porsche 911 has gone through several generations, each bringing technical and aesthetic advances, but always preserving its essence. Some notable changes include 1973, introduction of the Carrera RS version. Considered by many to be the best classic 911, the Carrera RS brought innovations such as fuel injection and the famous ducktail, a rear spoiler that improved aerodynamics. 1989, arrival of 911 964. This generation marked the transition to modernity with the introduction of all-wheel drive, optional automatic transmission, and significant improvements to the suspension. 1998, switch to liquid cooling. In the 996 generation, Porsche replaced the air-cooled engine with a liquid-cooled system, a controversial but necessary milestone to meet environmental regulations and improve performance. 2019, Generation 992. The latest version of the 911 combines cutting-edge technology, such as driver assistance systems, with the classic performance that defines the brand, a symbol of prestige. The 911 has become a symbol of prestige and performance, beloved by celebrities, enthusiasts, and collectors. His presence in films, competitions, and automobile events helped to consolidate his iconic image. Classic models, such as the 911 Turbo and Carrera GT, are often auctioned for millions of dollars, highlighting their timeless appeal. Participation in motorsport. The 911 also played a crucial role in racing, especially in categories such as endurance and rally. Since the 1960s, it has racked up numerous victories, including the 24 Hours of Le Mans and the Monte Carlo Rally, proving that its design was as functional as it was elegant. The 911 RSR version, for example, is one of the most successful racing cars in history. Cultural and economic impact. No other sports car model has been produced continuously for as long as the Porsche 911. More than 1 million units were sold, and each generation brought innovations that influenced the entire industry. The 911 is not only an economic pillar for Porsche, but also a cultural reference that transcends the automotive world. The future of 911. Even as Porsche transitions to electrification, the 911 remains a carefully protected exception. The brand intends to keep combustion engines in the 911 for as long as possible, exploring hybrid technologies to balance efficiency and performance without compromising the driving experience that makes it unique. Porsche's path to becoming a globally recognized brand is marked by smart strategies, a clear vision, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. From its first exports to its consolidated presence in the most demanding markets, Porsche stood out for creating vehicles that combine performance, luxury, and exclusivity. This combination has made it a symbol of prestige around the world. The first exports. In the 1950s, Porsche began exploring markets outside of Europe. The United States, in particular, was one of the brand's first focuses. Ferry Porsche, realizing the potential of the American market, began shipping Porsche 356 units to selected dealerships. The response was surprisingly positive, especially among sports car enthusiasts and influential figures. The key to this early success was Porsche's ability to offer something unique, a compact, fast, and reliable sports car with an elegant and distinctive design. The 356's appeal, both as a sports car and as a status item, helped establish a dedicated fan base in the United States, which would become Porsche's largest market. Consolidation in the American market. In the 1960s, with the launch of the Porsche 911, the brand consolidated its position in the United States. The American market quickly became Porsche's main export destination, accounting for a large portion of its global sales. The brand has become synonymous with a sophisticated lifestyle and a type of luxury only accessible to a few. During this period, Porsche also used its participation in races to increase its visibility. Victories in iconic competitions, such as the 24 Hours of Daytona and the Monte Carlo Rally, have captured the public's imagination and reinforced the brand's reputation as a manufacturer of high-performance cars. Expansion to other markets. In the 1980s and 1990s, Porsche began actively exploring new markets, including Asia and the Middle East. The opening of branches in countries such as Japan, China, and the United Arab Emirates showed the growing interest in luxury sports cars in these markets. The brand has been carefully positioned as an aspirational product, often associated with success and achievement. Entry into the Chinese market in particular was a watershed. Initially shy, Porsche bet on an emerging middle class and increasingly demanding luxury consumers. This decision proved to be visionary, with China becoming, in just a few years, one of the brand's main markets. SUVs, the key to global popularity. The biggest turning point in Porsche's global expansion came with the introduction of the Porsche Cayenne in 2002. Although initially controversial, the SUV quickly became one of the brand's best-selling models. It brought in new customers who wanted the exclusivity and performance of Porsche, but in a more practical and familiar format. The success of the Cayenne was followed by the Macan in 2014, another SUV that further expanded the customer base. These models allowed Porsche to reach markets where SUVs were more popular than sports cars, such as in the Middle East, China, and the United States. This portfolio diversification was essential to increase global sales and maintain profitability. Marketing and exclusivity strategies. Porsche has always positioned itself as an aspirational brand. Its marketing strategies focused on creating an exclusive experience, with campaigns that highlighted the brand's heritage and the unique pleasure of driving a Porsche. The company also limited production to specific models to maintain exclusivity, which increased appeal among collectors and luxury consumers. Additionally, Porsche has invested heavily in experiences for its customers, such as Porsche driving experiences and driving training centers. enabling owners to explore the true potential of their vehicles, current presence, and global relevance. Today, Porsche is a truly global brand with a solid presence in more than 120 countries. The United States and China remain the two largest markets, representing a significant portion of sales. In Europe, Porsche maintains its reputation as a leader in luxury sports cars, while in emerging markets, the brand is seen as a symbol of status and exclusivity. Challenges and future plans. Although Porsche is an established name, global expansion presents challenges. The transition to electrification, for example, requires the brand to maintain its identity while adapting to new regulations and environmental demands. Models such as the fully electric Porsche Taycan show that the company is ready to face these challenges, maintaining its relevance in traditional and new markets. Porsche also continues to expand its presence in digital markets, investing in e-commerce and the connectivity of its vehicles to meet the expectations of an increasingly demanding clientele. Portfolio diversification was one of Porsche's most strategic moves to ensure its growth and relevance in a constantly evolving automotive market. Traditionally known for its sports cars, such as the iconic 911, Porsche realized it needed to expand its product line to reach new audiences without compromising its identity as a luxury and performance brand. This strategy not only significantly increased sales, but also transformed Porsche into a global powerhouse in the premium car segment. The first step, SUVs. In the 1990s, Porsche faced significant financial challenges with lower than expected sales and an over-reliance on niche sports cars. The solution to this crisis came with a bold idea: entering the SUV market, something that seemed inconceivable for a brand focused on sports cars. However, the decision was based on careful analysis that showed the explosive growth of the luxury SUV market, especially in the United States. In 2002, Porsche launched the Cayenne, its first SUV. Initially, the model faced criticism from brand purists, who feared it would dilute Porsche's sporting identity. However, the Cayenne was an immediate success, attracting a new customer base that sought the performance and prestige associated with Porsche, but in a more practical and familiar format. It quickly became the company's best-selling car, helping to stabilize its finances and finance the development of new sports models. Consolidation with the Porsche Macan. Following the success of the Cayenne, Porsche expanded its SUV lineup with the launch of the Macan in 2014, a compact SUV that brought the same combination of luxury, performance, and versatility. The Macan is designed to appeal to an even wider audience, including young professionals and small families. It has become one of Porsche's best-selling cars, especially in emerging markets like China, where compact SUVs are extremely popular. The sedan and Gran Turismo segment. In addition to SUVs, Porsche also decided to enter the sports sedan segment, which was dominated by brands like BMW and Mercedes-Benz. In 2009, the company launched the Porsche Panamera, a high-performance sedan that combined the comfort of an executive car with the driving dynamics of a sports car. Although the Panamera's initial design was controversial, especially due to its elongated rear end, the model found its audience. Subsequent updates to design and technology have made it a top contender in the luxury sedan segment, offering something unique, a sporting experience in a four-door format. Hybrid sports and advancement in the electric market. With the advancement of environmental regulations and the growing demand for sustainable vehicles, Porsche began to diversify its lineup with hybrid and electric models. The Porsche 918 Spyder, launched in 2015, was a milestone in this regard. A hybrid supersports car, it demonstrated that performance and sustainability could coexist, with impressive acceleration and a futuristic design. The The biggest advance, however, came in 2019 with the launch of the Porsche Taycan, the brand's first fully electric car. The Taycan was a game changer, proving that Porsche could lead in the electric vehicle segment without losing its sporting essence. It attracted both traditional customers and new consumers interested in cutting-edge technology and sustainability, limited series and exclusive models. In addition to expanding into SUVs and sedans, Porsche continued to serve its most loyal audience with limited series and exclusive models. Special versions of the 911, such as the 911 GT3 RS and 911R, are aimed at collectors and enthusiasts looking for maximum performance and exclusivity. These models are often sold before they even reach dealerships, reinforcing the brand's prestigious image. Impact of diversification. Portfolio diversification not only increased Porsche's sales, but also made it more resilient to economic fluctuations and changing consumer preferences. Today, SUVs like the Cayenne and Macan represent a significant portion of the brand's global sales, while models like the Panamera and Taycan attract audiences who might never consider a traditional sports car. A look to the future. Porsche continues to diversify its lineup with a focus on electrification and connectivity. New electric models are in development, such as the Macan EV, as the brand explores autonomous driving technologies to stay competitive. Porsche is also betting on strategic collaborations, such as the development of synthetic fuels, to ensure that its combustion models can coexist with electric ones in the future. Porsche, like many other luxury automotive brands, faces the challenge of balancing its heritage with the growing demand for sustainability and technological innovation. Despite its history being deeply linked to combustion engines and sports performance, the brand has adopted a progressive approach towards electrification and carbon neutrality without compromising its essence. The first steps in sustainability. Concern about sustainability is not something new for Porsche. In the early 2000s, the brand began exploring solutions to reduce the environmental impact of its vehicles. These included improvements in fuel efficiency, the use of recyclable materials in car manufacturing, and the development of hybrid technologies. In 2010, Porsche launched its first significant foray into sustainability with the Cayenne S Hybrid, an SUV that combined a combustion engine with an electric motor to reduce emissions and consumption. This approach was followed by the Panamera Hybrid, marking the beginning of a transition to cleaner technologies. The milestone of the Porsche 918 Spyder. The Porsche 918 Spyder, launched in 2015, was a milestone in the brand's history. This plug-in hybrid supersports car not only offered an impressive output of over 880 horsepower, but was also capable of running exclusively in electric mode for short distances. The 918 Spyder proved that sustainability and extreme performance could coexist, paving the way for future innovations. Taycan, the electric revolution. Porsche's biggest step towards an electric future came in 2019 with the launch of the Porsche Taycan, the brand's first all-electric car. This sports sedan was designed to compete directly with models like the Tesla Model S, but with the Porsche signature in terms of performance, design, and quality. The Taycan impressed the market with its instantaneous acceleration, rapid recharging capacity, and a design that balanced modernity with the brand's tradition. Available in several versions, such as the Taycan Turbo S, it combined luxury, cutting-edge technology, and sporting performance, attracting both traditional consumers and new fans of the electric market. The success of the Taycan has established Porsche as one of the leading brands in the transition to electric vehicles in the luxury segment. Commitment to electrification. In 2021, Porsche announced an ambitious plan for the future. By 2030, 80% of its vehicles sold will be electric or hybrid. To achieve this goal, the company has invested billions of euros in developing battery technologies and modernizing its production facilities. One example is the Zuffenhausen plant in Germany, which was transformed into a carbon-neutral factory for the production of the Taycan. This modernization reflects Porsche's commitment to adopting more sustainable practices throughout the production chain. Synthetic fuels and the future of the combustion engine. Although Porsche is focused on electrification, it is also investing in synthetic fuels, e-fuels, as a parallel solution. Developed from renewable sources, e-fuels promise to drastically reduce CO2 emissions from existing combustion engines, extending the useful life of classic vehicles like the Porsche 911. This hybrid approach, combining electrification and alternative fuels, shows that Porsche is committed to meeting both the demands of the future and preserving its legacy. Investments in sustainable technologies. In addition to vehicles, Porsche is investing in sustainable technologies in other areas. The brand is developing solutions for faster and more efficient charging, such as its premium charging network, which offers customers an exclusive experience. It also participates in sustainability initiatives, such as ecosystem restoration and carbon offsetting. Challenges and strategies. The transition to sustainability presents challenges, especially for a brand whose identity is so connected to the pleasure of driving. However, Porsche has taken a strategic approach to addressing these barriers. Preservation of the driving experience. Even electric models, like the Taycan, are designed to offer Porsche's signature sense of control and performance. Constant innovation. Investments in research ensure that Porsche is at the forefront of electrical and alternative fuel technologies. Consumer education. Porsche is committed to showing its customers that sustainability and luxury can coexist. A look at 2030. Porsche's future is anchored in two main pillars: carbon neutrality and leadership in the luxury electric vehicle market. In addition to expanding its electric line, the brand plans to continue developing high-performance hybrids and exploring new technologies that align sustainability with the pleasure of driving. Porsche has earned its place in the global marketplace through a combination of technical innovation, high-class marketing, and a consistent approach to excellence. From its earliest days, the brand understood that success would not just come from making fast cars, but from creating a unique and exclusive experience that deeply connects with the desires and emotions of its customers. Innovation and performance as differentiators. Porsche has always stood out for its commitment to cutting-edge engineering. From the development of the brand's first car, the Porsche 356, to the most recent models, such as the Porsche Taycan, the brand has always focused on innovative solutions that deliver superior performance. The 911's air-cooled rear engine, for example, was an innovation that provided unique and unmistakable handling characteristics, establishing Porsche as a brand of exceptional sports cars. Porsche has never been content with mediocrity. Each new model launched was an improvement over the previous one, with technical and aesthetic adjustments that sought to achieve perfection. Success in motorsport competitions, including victories in iconic events such as Le Mans, was a direct reflection of the quality and performance of its cars. Exclusivity marketing. Unlike many brands, Porsche has always positioned itself as a company focused on luxury and exclusivity, not just sales volume. Porsche's marketing was not just based on promoting cars, but on creating an image of status, quality, and prestige. Porsche owners weren't just buying a car, they were buying a lifestyle. The driving experience has always been a key point of its marketing. Rather than focusing purely on the vehicle's technical specifications, Porsche promoted the idea that a Porsche should be experienced behind the wheel. In its communication, the brand has always emphasized the pleasure and emotion that each model provided to drivers. Advertising campaigns, exclusive events, and even the creation of immersive experiences like the Porsche driving experience helped solidify this image. The emotion factor. Porsche also knew how to cultivate a strong emotional connection with its customers, something essential for gaining and maintaining its fan base. The experience of driving a Porsche was always more than simply accelerating. It was about the unique sense of control and the confidence that the car conveyed to the driver. A Porsche's ability to provide this feeling of driving pleasure was central to the loyalty of its consumers and building a loyal customer base. In addition, Porsche cultivated a culture of loyalty to the brand. Many customers have bought several Porsches throughout their lives, building a deep relationship with the brand. This cycle of loyalty generated a community of enthusiasts with fan and event clubs that helped maintain the brand's presence in the media and conversations. Investment in running tracks. Success in racing has always been an important pillar in Porsche's marketing strategy. Unlike many brands, Porsche used automobiles as a laboratory to test innovations while increasing its visibility. The success in Le Mans 24 Hours, where Porsche has the most wins, helped solidify the brand's image as a leader in technology and performance. The victories on the tracks were not only a reflection of the quality of competition cars, but also a showcase for technologies that would eventually be incorporated into street cars. The Porsche 917, for example, helped introduce new aerodynamic and motor solutions, which would later influence sports cars. The diversification of the product line. The diversification of the model line was another essential strategy for Porsche to win a wider audience. Over the decades, the brand has expanded its portfolio to include luxury SUVs such as Cayenne and Macan, which attracted a different customer base without losing their sports and high performance. In addition, Porsche also ventured into the luxury sedan segment with Panamera, attracting customers looking for both performance and comfort. More recently, with the launch of Porsche Taycan, the brand has consolidated its presence in the electric car market, showing its ability to reinvent itself without compromising its quality standards. Leadership and exclusivity. An essential feature of Porsche was his ability to stay on top without sacrificing exclusivity. The limited production of certain models and the constant creation of special editions and limited series maintained the desired and accessible marque only to a select number of customers. This further increased the perception of prestige and status associated with having a Porsche. The challenges and response of the Porsche. Despite its leadership, Porsche has faced various challenges throughout its history, including economic crises and changes in consumer preferences. The 2008 crisis, for example, shook the luxury market, but Porsche responded with diversification strategies and an even stronger focus on innovation. The brand knew how to adapt to changes in the market, investing in hybrid and electrical technologies such as Taycan, and adjusting its business model to attract younger and environmentally conscious consumers. Porsche continues to target the future with a strategic vision that combines technological innovation, sustainability, and the preservation of its essence as a brand of luxury sports cars. In an increasingly competitive and rapidly transformed automotive market, Porsche is focused on leading the transition to electric vehicles, exploring new technologies, and maintaining its commitment to exclusivity and performance. Mass electrification. Porsche has already taken significant steps in the electrification of its line of vehicles, with the success of Taycan marking a new era for the brand. With an ambitious goal that 80% of its vehicles sold are electric or hybrids by 2030, Porsche is investing heavily in the development of new electrical models and the infrastructure necessary to support this transition. Macan EV. One of the most anticipated releases is the fully electric version of the Macan compact SUV, scheduled to enter the market soon. It promises to bring the same combination of luxury and performance as its combustion equivalent, but with a more sustainable approach. PPE platform. Porsche is developing in partnership with Audi the premium electric platform, PPE, which will be the basis for its future electric models, offering greater autonomy, fast recharge, and improved performance. Sustainability at all levels. In addition to electrification, Porsche is committed to sustainability throughout its operation. The brand has already achieved carbon neutrality at its main factory in Zuffenhausen, Germany, and plans to expand this approach to all its global facilities. Another important focus is the development of synthetic fuels, e-fuels, a technology that could dramatically reduce CO2 emissions from combustion engines. These fuels are being tested with the goal of preserving the legacy of iconic models, such as the Porsche 911, in a more sustainable world. Expansion in the market of luxury electric vehicles. Not only does Porsche seek to electrify its current models, but also plan to introduce new segments to consolidate its position as a leader in the luxury electric vehicle market. The brand is exploring possibilities to create a larger electric SUV positioned above Cayenne, to meet increasing demand for premium vehicles in markets such as China and the United States. In addition, Porsche studies new categories of vehicles that combine luxury, technology, and sustainability, such as futuristic vans and concept cars, maintaining its exclusivity and performance. Autonomous connectivity technology. Connectivity is another pillar of Porsche's future plans. New models will be equipped with advanced infotainment technologies, allowing drivers to integrate their vehicles with digital ecosystem, including smartphones, voice assistants, and over-the-air updates. Although autonomous driving is a growing trend in the automotive industry, Porsche maintains its focus on driving experience. The brand bets on technologies that support assisted driving, but without compromising the control and emotion that are central to its identity. Systems such as Porsche InnoDrive, which combines navigation data with adaptive cruise control, represent this balance between technology and management experience. Partnerships and digital expansion. Porsche is also investing in strategic partnerships to accelerate its technological transition. Collaboration with companies such as Rimac for the development of advanced electrical technologies and Volkswagen Group for integration on digital platforms demonstrates the brand's commitment to remain in the forefront of innovation. In addition, Porsche is expanding its presence in the digital market, offering premium services like Porsche Connect and exploring signature models that allow customers to access different brand models without the need for full property. Strengthening exclusivity. Despite expansion and diversification, Porsche remains committed to the exclusivity that defined its identity. Limited edition models, such as the 911 GT3 RS or the Heritage versions, remain an essential part of the brand's strategy, attracting collectors and reinforcing prestigious status. Looking beyond the car, Porsche is also exploring new borders outside the automotive market. The brand already invests in areas such as urban air mobility, flying cars, renewable energy, and digital solutions for loading infrastructure. These efforts reflect Porsche's view of being more than a car manufacturer. It seeks to position itself as a leader in technology and sustainable innovation. The legacy of always looking forward, Porsche's future is guided by the same principle that has shaped its story, never accommodating itself. Whether in electrification, the exploration of new markets, or the preservation of the legacy of performance and exclusivity, Porsche continues to define what it means to be an automotive luxury brand in the 21st century.